Good, you guys are learning. Okay, everybody plug in. I'm going to explain something. I've talked about this a few times, and I actually mentioned it a few times this morning in the private, okay? And some of you guys had the private. This is very important. Let's start off with the forehand ground stroke. Forget this actual swing for right now. Forget whether you're going to do ATP to the outside or you're going to take the racket to the inside. Let's forget about that for a second, okay? There's not a wrong way or a right way.
There's a better way.
There's a better way. And right now, it's my way. So you guys pay attention. Look, how many of you guys want a better forehand? Okay. Okay, Steve, you don't? All right, Steve, okay. Listen, it's the non-dominant hand. It's the left side of your body. Look, whenever you hit a ground stroke, this is what people don't understand. Well, a lot of people don't understand it. When I take the racket back, everything is a rotation. Look, it's a rotation. It's almost like I'm doing this. It's a rotation when you take the racket back. The bigger muscles take the racket back. Look how I'm demonstrating. It's this. Now, if it's an emergency, that's something different. Your bread and butter, meat and potatoes. Look, when you take the racket back, it's the bigger muscles. The racket's not moving. So when people say, get your racket back early, I get it, because I've said that too, but you don't really do that. The shoulders turn early. Look, and it creates a twist, what we call a rotational twist in the preparation, okay? Same thing on the backhand. That's why a lot of you have a better backhand. Almost every girl on the tour, their backhand's better than the forehand because when they're little, they get this for free. However they take it back, they take it back. But because you have two hands, you're more restricted. So when you come back the other way, biomechanically, you're more connected. It's not like the forehand where it goes to Canada and then down to Ohio, to Tennessee, back to Florida, where everybody's all over the place. You kind of get this for free. Same thing on the serve. When you take the racket back, it's a rotation. On the overhead, here comes the ball. It's a rotation. Look at my preparation. Look, it's not taking the racket back. It's this. Okay, look. Even got a one-handed backhand. Look, I'm turning. My racket's not moving. What's moving? Yeah, look. Look. Overhead. A lot of you guys get the overhead, you go like this. Besides freaking out mentally, you're like this. You're like this. Even if you make it, wrong. It's a unit turn. The other side of your body is more important than this side because this side determines that side. Even on the volley, okay? Watch. When I hit the volley, look. When I hit the volley, it's a rotation. It's a rotation. But some of you guys are up there like the Boca Butcher. Hiya, hiya, ha-da-da. You're doing all this stuff. Look, it's just a rotation. You play with the bigger muscles. And this is what people don't understand. I get it if you're too tight. Then the coach, as a cue, would have you loosen up. That's more of a correction. But at the end of the day, this is all about, this is tennis. It's a rotation. Same with baseball, hitting the ball, or a golf swing. I can help you guys with your golf swing too. I'm just telling you how this stuff works. It's the other side of the body. So everybody has to plug in and understand that it's this side. And some of you little ones, you should do this and not even let go of the racket until the ball bounces. That way to keep the left side in. The number one problem for everybody on the forehand, people say, hey, you're opening up too soon. And they tell you that for 5 years. How do you correct it? It's this side of the body. You can't just say, oh, don't open up. Okay, well, how do you correct it? Like on the backhand slice, when I tell you to take the racket back with the shoulders, what do we tell you to do right after you hit the ball as a developmental like tip? Anybody? Whoever says it gets a hoodie, a t-shirt, a Gatorade, and a water, and $5. No.
Smile.
You're in the neighborhood. Just start. I would just start. The sky's blue. You did it this morning, huh?
Go through it?
No, keep going. Just say it. Don't encourage. What I want you to do as a corrective technique, I'm going to give it away.
Oh, look back.
Look back. You have all the answers. Why don't you do it? Okay, look. When you go like this, a unit turn, and then you hit the ball and look back, the shoulder can't move. That's the number one problem on the slice. People open up too early. It's the other side of the body. Understand, tennis is a rotation. I rotate. I rotate. 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 It's not this. It's not this. What is that? You got to be loose, but the shoulders run the show. You want to feel twisted. It's like opening up something, okay? If you would open up a jar, there's a twist, now you're loaded, and then when you hit it, there's a twist the other way. But you can do this, you can stay sideways and go, oh, ole, look, ole. But ole, as you get older, turns into, oh no, oh no. It's a coil. It's a coil. You guys should practice this all the time. Without the ball, your forehand, your backhand, your serve, your overhead, your slide. Look, I take it back with my shoulder. I don't take it back like that. Just focus on that. It's going to change everything. And if you do it without the ball, it's even better. Now, when you play, after that, what's your best friend? Anybody that has the right answer.
Your racket. You're the racket.
Nope.
Your left hand.
Nope.
The ground. Wait, after you hit the ball?
You guys aren't reading your journal. I told you, your best friend's the ground. Why?
You get power.
Power comes from the ground. It doesn't come from the racket. It doesn't come from the arm. You push on the ground. Now I'm into your legs. You push on the ground pushes back. I know that sounds kind of weird. And that's what brings you up into the shot. So when we tell you to bend your knees, it's not to get lower. Obviously, if the ball's low, you have to bend your knees. How many times on TV you see someone like Alcaraz like this?